All right, Sagittarius, welcome into your reading. All right, guys, let's go into going into the third week of March. So we're going to do mid-March reading. Show me the situation for my Saggies, please. What's the situation for the Sagittarius I am meant to read for? All right. I do see a lovely Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy at the bottom of the deck. They don't have to be a water sign, but they are very much somebody emotionally mature and available. This could also be somebody that has very strong feelings for you, like love. Now, here you are, finding structure, stability, feeling all kinds of good, Sagittarius, with wish fulfillment and desire. That very much is telling me your wish fulfillment and desire is coming true, but in the form of structure and stability. Some of you that could be for work, others of you this is your family, others of you it's a relationship. Now here's the interesting thing. Today is, oh snap, I forgot glasses. Guys, bear with me. I have ugly glasses today. I once upon a time thought these were cool and funky, but now they're ugly. Yes, 311. So today is the day Jupiter goes direct. That's your planet, baby. And hallelujah, because all the air signs and the fire signs are like, thank God, finally, put that bad boy direct. But not only that, we have 5 major planets, outer ring planets that are coming a lot closer to the earth, thus influencing us. As is above is below. But they're not only just coming closer. They're coming in the sense of they're stationing into different zodiac signs. And half of these planets haven't done that in over 2 decades. So it's a big deal. And it's going into fire and air. So all the air signs and all the fire signs are going to benefit from this. Now, why am I bringing that up now? Because it pops off March 20th. Done. That's it. We start going with Neptune in Aries. We got Uranus in Gemini. We have Saturn in Aries. Your planet goes direct. It's like, let me just say it's going to be a friggin' party for Aries, Leos, Sagittarius, Geminis, Libras, and Aquarius. All right. Now, 4 of Pentacles in reverse, 3 of Wands in reverse. And the 4 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So the time has arrived, right? Now is the time. Your ships are here. Your merchandise is good to go. The person that you wanted to is here. The situation you always wanted to is here. But it's kind of gotten you into this place where you've also let go. You're like, that's it. 4 of Pentacles in reverse is saying, let go, let God. I'm done holding on to this energy. You want to go? There's the door. Goodbye. 3 of Wands in reverse. There's no point in holding back now. Now's the time. Now's a good time as any. And funny thing is because it's Mercury retrograde, where it brings all the exes back. All the old thought processes or the old thought patterns. But the funny thing is for you, Sagittarius, your mind has never been so clear, or at least it will be. I can clearly see you have unrequited love here for somebody. If it's not you, then it's your other person that you're dealing with. Because cards are energy. And yes, it can be vice versa. But this is you being offered something where you're like, not for me, no thank you, I don't like that. That job, no, that's not me. That person, that relationship, not my vibe, not my style. That's the energy giving from this card. Now, here's the thing that most readers don't tell you. This has also been an offer given to you from the universe that is a reward or a present or a gift, but you're not looking at it. All right? Interesting thing, though, right behind it is the Ace of Pentacles. Solid new beginning, solid new start. What's going to happen when this opportunity appears to you? You get curious. The Page of Wands. But you kind of do this defensive thing, Sagittarius. You kind of like invert right away. You kind of like, oh, borders, boundaries, get away from me. Independent person here. Sovereign nation, that's your land. This is mine. Stay over there. I'll stay over here. But you will start getting curious about venturing off to that land. We'll see. See, old patterns, old thought of thinking, how you used to do things, that's just going to change. It's going to change, and for the better. What is the surprise of the week here for Sagittarius? Well, hello, lover. Oh, look at that 5 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. What's challenging you? You're challenged to disengage and leave. You're struggling. 1 minute you are, and it's probably the retrograde that's holding you back right now. Once it goes direct, you're done. You're challenged to move forward and just not look back anymore. You know you're leaving something precious or something wonderful that you had done or built, whether it's a friendship, a relationship, a colleague, coworker. You know it, but you know it was also chaotic. And it's time for you to move forward into something less chaotic, less crazy. So 1 minute you're doing it and the next minute you're not. But here's the deal. You have Lovers here. Lovers is a choice. This is no joke, Lovers. It's a profound connection. It's a profound bond that you have with somebody. But despite your odds, you're struggling to go towards them. What are odds? One of you's married. One of you is tied up with another person. You have age disparity, or you live on the other side of the planet, or you have religious, whatever it is. You have a fundamental difference between the two of you where it struggles for you to make a choice here with this Lover. So one of the two of you can also be held captive by your past energies. This is feeling the guilt, the regret, I should have said this, I should have said that, I could have done this, I could have done that. It don't matter because you still have 2 cups to work with. The funny thing is one's right in your hand and you're not even looking at it. Let's see how this clarifies. When we clarify, we'll see the breakdown. All right, what is the advice here for Sagittarius, please? Six of Pentacles. Somebody needs your attention. Looks like someone's begging for it. Somebody here feels breadcrumbed by you. Unless it's the other way around. But usually in the advice, it's saying someone needs you. Whether it's financial, emotional, attention, someone needs you. Give it. 5 of Cups, not your money. You know what I mean? Like, give what you can. But definitely give your attention to this situation. 5 of Cups came out again in the cross. You kind of got to look at that now, right? You kind of got to be like, you do have 2 cups of abundance to work with. Look at what you have to work with, okay? 7 of Cups. You do need to pause and reflect who or what is going to make you happy for your future. Think from the heart space. Don't think from anything else. Be like, you know what? I think this person can emotionally make me happy. Because if you go in that direction as your choice or your life path, that will reward you in more ways than you can imagine. You got to have faith. You got to trust. You got to get curious. Page of Wands. All right, let's see what else is going on here. What's the outcome of the week, please? Extra shuffle. What's going on here at the outcome of the week, please? The week before we hit up Aries season and planets, Mercury goes direct and just holy shit. Everything starts to change drastically. 4 of Swords, you're healing. More than just healing. Some of you guys, this is literal, like you're literally healing, right? Physically. Maybe emotionally, maybe mentally, but a lot of you physically. Maybe you've been tired from anxiety, so you're excited. No, you're getting over that. Pressure, stress. Some of you, maybe it's literally from work. Others of you are recovering from an operation, health issues, whatever that is. But for me, a lot of you, you're healing an inner child wound. There's a wound that you just kind of never saw before up until now. And that's what this biggest thing was about the Mercury retrograde. It was making us see that, what the wound was, feeling why why we leave partners before they leave us. Why do we have abandonment issues? Why do we have control issues? Why do we have codependent issues? We are now all forcing ourselves to dig deep, look at our human construct and say, that hurts. I got to heal that. All right. Now let's start clarifying and see what's going on here for you guys. What is this Nine of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles, please, for Saggy? Nine of Wands and Seven of Pentacles. Okay, you're definitely, or you have already, paused and reflected. You built this, developed it, and you made it into something. That's your career or your relationship with someone from your past. You're now saying to yourself, you know what? I'm going to take this little seed. I'm going to put it behind me. I'm going to take a last look over here. And then the seed that I got behind me, that I took from over there, that I built, I'm going to go plant it over there. Because I think what I did there, I can do there. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. But as you go there, you're dragging ass. Emotionally, mentally, spiritually fucked up all over the place. Because you got all these guards up and all these wounds. Don't look at that. You got to pivot your mindset, Saggy. You can't look at it like it was a failure. You got to look at it like, well, that was my younger life. Now I got this whole other life I want to live. Because I might die, right now I'm 40. I could die like at 90, or I could die like tomorrow. So why wouldn't I go and do something that's fulfilling or makes me happy? That's Neptune and Aries energy for the whole collective. Because finally, and by the way, when it was in Pisces, Neptune, we did think about the greater good of humanity. We did think about the other person. We did think about our how it affected. We had empathy. Those things were, that planet that I'm talking about, what I said earlier, is shifting. That's one of those planets that sticks in a sign for 14 years. It's a big doozy. So while it was there for 14 years, it taught the whole collective to be empathetic, to think about the other person. And that's all we ever did. But now when it goes into Aries, yes, it does start thinking about the first house, which is self. So all those things that you learned when Neptune was in Pisces, you're applying to it when you're in Neptune and Aries. What does that mean? And I'll apply it to your cards because this is the week that it all happens and it all falls into place, Saggy. When we go Neptune into Aries, we start thinking about ourselves, not in a selfish and negative type of way, but in a way that we do things that behoove our betterment, because things that behoove our betterment also behoove the betterment of our children and our external environment. Happy mom and dad, happy kids, happy family, happy choices and decisions, right? We don't get stuck. We don't spiral. We don't fall down a deep, dark well. But when it was in Pisces, we learned how to be empathetic. So all those lessons we learned, we can now apply as an individual, as a sovereign, but doing it the right way. Do you understand? So it's not being selfish, it's self-awareness. So we're doing things now from self-awareness. The interesting thing for me with this Nine of Wands, and when I said you're healing an inner child, that's why this Mercury retrograde was so important. That bandage over your head represents your past wounds. That's why I'm sitting here telling you it's okay that you move forward and build a new future. But in order for you to do that, you have to put down the vulnerability. You got to expose it. You got to put down the wands. You got to let people see, right? You got to close the door to your past. Say it was a beautiful experience. It was wonderful. But it's now time for me to move on. Okay? Towards my wish fulfillment and desires, along with me finding my stability so I can feel okay in my comfort zone with somebody potentially that matches that energy. What is this Four of Pentacles in reverse? And the Three of Wands in reverse. The Emperor, Aries energy, big Aries energy. This is also an authoritative figure like a mother or a father, mostly like a father. Could be like a judge if it's literal. Could be your boss like it's literal. Others of you, maybe it is an Aries. Or if this is your person, this is like their status, like a very high status. All right, because this is like a pioneer. This is like an emperor that creates empires, right? So you're dealing with this individual here. The time has arrived for you to deal with them, okay? But I think you're letting this individual go. This notion, this idea, this whatever. You're also not fighting it. You're, again, let go, let God. You're like, whatever happens will happen. I put my hands up like this. So let's see what's going on. You're just like, whatever happens will happen. So let's see what the Lovers is saying here with the Six of Swords for Saggy, please. You have to make a judgment call on this lover because, as I said earlier, lovers is a choice, clearly. So now with judgment, you do need to make that judgment call, but you struggle to leave and leave all the nuttiness behind. Two things could be happening here with this lover for you, Saggies. I see that there's wish fulfillment and desire here for somebody. Some of you could have gone into this lovership because, you get over someone, you get under someone. Others of you, and I don't believe that. I believe that there's true love there. It's just there's a bar in between the two of you. And that's usually happening because you are probably in the middle of healing an old wound. Your ex, this choice that you made. So you haven't really opened up to the lover, where you too and this lover could be the new thing, or that's your new path, or that's your new direction, but you struggle to leave behind the other stuff. You obviously desire somebody here. I see the fire sign behind there. The King of Pentacles right behind it. Ooh, it's like the head and the heart are fighting. But Spirit's like, go with the heart. Somebody needs your attention. Let me see what that's about in your advice. I'm saying the lover has potential if something else has ended. You need to clear the space. Others of you, if the lover is the cause of your issues, it all behooves you to make this choice and decision so you can move on with your life. No, don't fall. Okay, it was a Leo card. That's another Saggy card right there. It's strength. You need your strength to resist some crap, some bullshit, or something toxic. Not for you. Others of you, you need strength to persevere through a certain situation. What is that situation? It's a life lesson. Others of you, you need the strength to sit still, learn something new, especially if this is career related. Because you're learning the standard operating procedures of this new company or place or job. Some of you could be going back to school and that's like some shit you don't want to deal with. You got to. Strength. But others of you, it is about resisting and staying strong while somebody is requiring your help and or attention. You need to go back and forth with this individual and take action. Okay. What is the Four of Swords, please? Wow. What's going on here? You're thinking of your worth and your value, saying, I know what I bring to the table, and you're healing that. Some of you could be healing actually from like a birth, an actual birth, or are pregnant, but you are definitely healing something. Here's the interesting part. You have an Emperor in your reading, and you have an Empress in your reading. And to me, that's a power couple. Okay, now let me separate them. See, there are 4 kings, there are 4 queens in the tarot deck. There are 4 knights, there are 4 pages, but there's only 1 empress and there's only 1 king. And they all report to the emperor and the empress. Meaning, when you're at the top as an emperor or an empress, there's only one other energy that matches you. That is your counterpart, the emperor, the empress. That's what makes you guys power couples, because you're at the top. But when you're alone up there, Yes, it is fucking lonely because there isn't a lot of energies to match it. So the interesting thing for me here is to see an Emperor in your reading where the time has arrived where you got to make a choice here based on this person. And then there you are healing yourself as the Empress. You literally remind me of the storyline of, Sissy, the Empress of Vienna. Was it? Yeah. Vienna and her husband, how they were. It's like the same vibe here. Interesting. But at the bottom of the deck, I see the Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. You are thinking of yourself in a lot of this scenario, okay? Because nines are about us as an individual. You have the Nine of Wands, and at the bottom of the deck, I'm looking at you being single but stressing out, having sleepless nights and anxiety, and you're bound up. The one nine I have not seen come out on the table was the Nine of Cups, which is your actual wish fulfillment and your desires, except when we first started the reading. So somewhere in there, Sagittarius, your wish fulfillment and your happiness is just kind of like there for the taking, but something's holding it back. A situation, a choice, we'll see. I am sure the following week is going to be quite fascinating, but here you're healing something, and this is very important. This is absolutely necessary. All right, let's see what else is going on here. What are we going to talk about for love for Sagittarius? Romantic feelings and worth waiting for. You know what the first feeling I got worth waiting for? Your person to you. So they are worth waiting for you. So I guess cross watchers, this is more or less for you for Sag. But we'll see. I could be wrong. We'll see in the extended because of Lovers is here. And Lovers is telling me you have romantic feelings. When I get romantic feelings, this is about the new person. This is not about the spouse or the ex or that's a new person. If you haven't met someone yet, you will be striking up some romantic feelings. But again, I digress. We'll see in the extended. For those here for health and wealth, what do we got as advice for Sag, please? Felt like just cutting the deck. Unlimited ideas. Yep, this is the week to get them sparked up and running. Your mind is one with God's infinite mind. Therefore, you have complete access to unlimited ideas, guaranteed to bring you blessings. All you need to do is take in divinely guided actions to allow these ideas to come to fruition. Your instincts are screaming at you, especially when it comes to guidance in regards to your career. Go for it. All right, guys, that's what I have for you. I hope that helped. You enjoyed it. I'll see you on the next one.